Hello, this is Catholic Prophecies for You. Today we'll be discussing the Prophecies of Origen, who died in 254 AD. He was a patriarch of the church. You may be interested in knowing. He's very revered by the religious establishment of all churches. Here are the pertinent Prophecies of Origen, one of the earliest patristic writers of the early church. Note how his writings parallel those of Saint Hippolytus, especially as regard the fate of the faithful remnant. His prophecies include the following. Number 1. At the later time of the kingdom, when the sins are coming to the full, there shall arise a king, bold in countenance and understanding riddles, and his power shall be great, and he shall destroy the mighty men and holy people, and the yoke of his chain shall prosper. There is a craft in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by craft shall destroy many, and he shall stand up for the destruction of many, and shall crush them as eggs in his hand. Number 2. When the close of times draws nigh, the great prophet Elias shall be sent from God to turn to the knowledge of God. Then he shall receive the power of doing wonderful things. Whenever men shall not hear him, he will shut up the heavens and cause it to withhold its rains. He will turn their water into blood, and torment them, and will thirst and hunger. And if anyone shall endeavor to injure him, fire shall come forth out of his mouth, and shall burn that man. By these prodigies, the powers, he shall turn many to the worship of God. And when his works shall be accomplished, another king shall arise out of Syria, born from an evil spirit, the overthrow and destroyer of the human race, Antichrist, who shall destroy that which is left by the former evil. Together with himself he shall fight against the prophet of God, and shall overcome and slay him, shall suffer him to lie unburied. But after the third day he shall come to life again, and while all look on with wonder, he shall be caught up into heaven. Number 3. That king will not only be the most disgraceful of himself, but will also be a prophet of lies, and he will constitute and call himself God. And he will order himself to be worshipped as the Son of God, and power will be given to him to do signs and wonders, by the sight of which he will entice men to adore him. He will command fire to come down from heaven, and the sun to stand and leave his course, and an image to speak, and these things shall be done at his word, by which miracles may even of the wise shall be enticed by him. Then he will attempt to destroy the temple of God and persecute the righteous people, and there will be distress and tribulation, such as there has never been from the beginning of the world. Number 4. As many as shall believe him and unite themselves to him shall be marked by him as sheep. But they who also refuse his mark will either flee to the mountains, or being seized will be slain with studied tortures. He will also unwrap the righteous men with books of the prophets, and thus burn them, and power will be given to him to desolate the whole world for 42 months. That will be the time in which righteousness shall be cast out, and innocence be hated, in which the wicked shall prey upon the good as enemies. Neither law nor order nor military discipline shall be preserved. No one shall reverence hoary locks, nor recognize the duty of piety, nor pity sex or infancy. All these things shall be confounded and mixed together against right and against the laws of nature. Thus the earth shall be laid waste, as though by one common robbery. Number 5. When these things shall so happen, then the righteous and the followers of truth shall separate themselves from the wicked, and flee into the solitude. And when he hears of this, the impious king, inflamed with anger, will come with a great army, and bringing up all his forces, will surround all the mountains in which the righteous shall be situated, that he may seize them But they, when they shall see themselves to be shut in on all sides and besieged, will call upon God with a loud voice and implore the aid of heaven, and God shall hear them, and send from heavens a great king to rescue and free them, and destroy all the wicked with fire and sword. Again, these are prophecies of Origen, taken from the Reign of the Antichrist, pages 107 to 109, and authored by Reverend R. Gerald Culleton, published by www.tanbooks.com, copyright 1951, I'm sorry, and can be obtained from Books A Million, tanbooks.com, amazon.com, barnesandnoble.com, and a number of other sources. I would encourage you to get the book if possible, that you may read further on some of the prophecies of Origen and many of the patriarchal fathers of the church. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the prophecies of Origen. Thank you.